two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Get 10 and a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On play action, Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made.
Think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Lawrence. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Najee Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8 coming up. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Big good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Love. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on. Mike, 43. Mike.
First down, Love to pass. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okuebuna. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First down, going to the air with Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. 13 yards out.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and 10.
Now Lawrence. Left side here to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. To throw again is Lawrence. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Love back to it here after the pick-6. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, that's into a sea of...
They will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Second down and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Left side caught by Diggs. Not much there, only a yard. Looking to throw again on second down.
Love. That's complete. Okue-Bunam.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Orlando standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Going back to Love. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Well, last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, that's Smith. A nice catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Love now. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, Love. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the screen. Back.
To throw now. Here's Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Love. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Second and 10. Lawrence. The Sanders has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Look at me. Big ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
First and 10, it's Lawrence.
And this one complete to Smith. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Here's Lawrence. This ball complete to Rager.
That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down.
down. Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Love from the gun on third down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And this returnable for Rager.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, it's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
On 1st and 10, Love.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Going deep for Diggs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Down to lose one. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 31 yards. And Washington has retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. It's caught by Sanders.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Off the play fake, Love. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Love from the gun. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Let's go, D. Check it out, read. Green Jack. 15's the mic.
Now Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
15.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Check me out. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
1st down, Love to pass. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs is taking the lead here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 45 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? He's got a man, complete, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. This is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they
will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Lawrence. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. This is Smith with the ground. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Again, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. A final shot now for Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will